So this is a tutorial on how I make the chorus on Mobile Remixers. First, click on New Project and pick your quote for the chorus.
Backpack. Wait.
My name is not Backpack!
Then click Add. Pro tip, don't use the main video for your chorus because the timing will be bad and you have to manually add black images to make the gaps on your chorus. Add a solid color, preferably black, then click Main Track. After this, select your quote and switch it to an overlay. Choose your bass or background. Song if you don't know what a bass means yet. Oh, and by the way, the recommended BPM for basses while remixing in CapCut is 150 BPM. We'll get into that later.
Backpack. Wait.
My name is not Backpack!
As you can hear, the words aren't timed into the beat. Lower the volume of the bass if necessary.
My name is not Backpack!
Cut the overlay into mini samples for each word for better sampling before doing the chorus.
Backpack. Wait.
My name is not Backpack!
Put the bass back to where it was. Another pro tip, intro samples need to be 0.2, 0.4, 0.8 seconds long. Then make an intro, optional but recommended. Clone and minimize the overlay to its minimum length to measure and size it to its recommended length.
Backpack. Wait.
My name is not Backpack!
And there you have your intro. Optional choice, but mirror your video every 2 overlays.
My name is not Backpack!
Pick the samples that sounds good for the chorus.
Backpack. Wait.
My name is not Backpack!
Clone the samples you like most. Then shrink it to the minimum length. We shrink the overlay into the minimum length because it fits 150 BPM perfectly. Optional, but right before the chorus starts, clone your overlay for times and put them together, creating an 11-11 pattern. And also pluck your chorus if needed, like what I am doing right now. Clone it 3 more times. Now to your chorus. After the first 4 overlays, clone one overlay 11 times and follow what I do afterwards. Look carefully and follow what I do. If you followed what I did correctly, you now have your first pattern for your chorus. If you didn't, then the pattern for the first chorus is this. Mirror the video by 2 overlays, just like what we did in the intro. If you don't like the gaps between the chorus, then select an overlay before the gap starts and increase its length into the next overlay. Only works with plucked choruses, by the way.
Wait.
Then pick the second sample. Clone it. Pluck it again. Copy it 10 more times. Then carefully follow what I do. Chorus is too loud, so I have to manually lower the volume for each individual overlay. But if you followed correctly, then you're done with the last pattern of the chorus. But if not, then this is the second pattern. As I said, if you don't like the gaps between the chorus, then you do what I'm doing right now. Measure the last overlay with the second last. And yay, you're done.
Backpack. Wait.
Name is not backpack.